Hey guys, what it is coming in before I join my workshop. Yes, headed to that 9 to 5, always on my grind. Would love to be spending all of my time just drawing and creating because that's what I am. Unfortunately, I have to go barely pay my bills, girl. But anyways, I am coming through today and I am drawing Miss Rajiva the Ruler. Yes, Miss Rajiva the Ruler is a TikToker, a YouTuber, and she is a returning citizen. Miss Rajiva, when I came across her on YouTube, oh my gosh, I was blown away, taken aback. She had a story that is so touching. You know how I always say that we are just one step away of actually being incarcerated ourselves. Yes, we don't realize that because let me tell you why. Because they made us think that we sit high and we should look low on those that are incarcerated. Because you know why? Because number one, they shouldn't have did what they did. And number two, you don't do the crime if you can't do the time. So because people saying those types of quotes, because that is the average quote that I get when I advocate for my husband being wrongfully convicted. Even though I'm saying he's wrongfully convicted, they completely ignore that aspect and just jump to those ridiculous phrases, right? Okay, so the thing is that any of us could sit right in that same position. The justice system is like a trap door. You don't know it's there. You really don't know it's there. And it's not until you actually sit in that seat that you realize the way that it truly actually works. And then you're sitting there looking for, oh my gosh, where's all my rights that I thought I had? And no, I have the right to this and I have the right to that. And you quickly see how fast those rights are violated back and forth, up and down. You're like, oh no, they can't charge me with this because they don't have anything on me. Baby, they can charge you. It has happened several times. And even with being charged, my husband's case being an example, they can convict you without any evidence. So it's that easy. It's as easy as someone saying, yeah, I seen them did it. I seen them do it. And that's all that's needed. That's truly all that's needed. And that shows that any one of us could sit before a jury. And then would you want to be looked down upon then? Well, let me tell you, when I heard her story of how she did 10 years for something her boyfriend, don't we all got boyfriends? Do you know everything your boyfriend out there doing? Her boyfriend, she didn't even have nothing to do with it. But when it goes down, y'all, this is how it really works. Something goes down, authorities are there, it's you against that person. This is like an all-out brawl for life. They throwing you under that bus. They finna throw all this off on you because at that point, it's save your tail. And that is, so you tell. And that is how it goes. Many people are in prison for stuff that other people did because it's like a hot potato. Nobody wants the hot potato. And more, it has not come about getting the criminal, getting the person who committed the crime. It's more so about getting the conviction. Getting a conviction means they can put anybody on the other side of that conviction. You are that close. So hearing her story, oh my gosh, it took me aback because I've dated some weirdos in the past. I've dated some people that, oh my gosh, what if they were actually riding in my car and had something going on and I had no idea? I'm just taking you to the store. That's how easy, that's how simple you can lose your life. So right now, while you're sitting high and looking low on those in prison, take time to look back over your life Are there any places where you were in the wrong place you shouldn't have been? You was out with a crowd. You went to that party that your parents said, nah, baby girl, you staying home. You hung around that cousin that the family told you, hey, he ain't no good. Don't be hanging around him. You kept that boyfriend that you ain't know what job he had, but you still kept him because, I don't know, whatever reasons you kept him for. Well, girl, you could even be going up in a store to shop, and you have no idea what your companion that's going in the store with you has on their mind. Do you know there is a felony murk rule? You go in the store, both of y'all go in the store. You going to buy something, they going to do something else. They got other things on their mind. Do you know you're held, I don't know about everybody's state, but in Florida, you're held just as accountable if there was a crime committed as the person that committed the crime, and your hands are nowhere near on this. And they assume that you should have known what was going on with that other person. See, this is how close we can sit to being behind bars for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. They throwing out decades. They throwing out lifetimes.